Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know what this channel is about. It's how do we build a continuous improvement mindset to make life easier for ourselves and to improve performance. So let's talk about this today. What we're going to talk about is that balance between planning and doing. And if you're anything like me, we have to put conscious effort into switching from the planning into the doing. We can spend too much time planning and not enough time doing things. And one of the ways you know that is you get this long list of stuff and you never get through it, and you actually end up adding more to a list than you get done on that list. So you might get the feeling that those lists are ever growing lists. And that's one symptom of spending a lot of time planning rather than doing. The other thing you might experience is you sort of freak out before you do something. There's always something else you need to do to make sure whatever you're about to do is of good enough quality that you feel okay with it, you feel comfortable with it. So what that means is you're over prepping for things, or you're susceptible to over prepping. And I experienced that when I was building these videos. So what I made a decision, or what I decided to do was to do all of my videos in one take. And that would save me a lot of time. Now, that takes a bit of courage to do that, because when I make a mistake, like I did about 30 seconds ago when I tripped over my own tongue and I was saying not quite the words I wanted to say. So when I made that mistake, you'd usually edit that out of the video. But by me choosing to just live with that, it saves me a lot of time. But this is the point I'm making too. That takes a lot of courage to do that, because you know people are going to see your mistakes. So I had to make a decision, and that was, is my audience, or those that might watch this video, and at the moment, there's not too many of you. Thank you for watching if you are, and I hope there's some value in this for you. Would those watching the video forgive me for making a mistake? And I just decided, yes, you would. It wouldn't be an issue for you. And if it is an issue for you, then we probably shouldn't be connecting on this. The material I've got for you was not going to work for you. I'm wasting your time, and you're wasting your own time by watching this. So I decided that you'd forgive me for those mistakes, those errors. Saves me a lot of time. The other thing I decided was I was spending too much time trying to protect the reputation I don't already have. So sometimes we over worry about how we might come across to others, and we worry about our reputation. And I don't, and for most of you that are watching this, I don't have a reputation with you already. You don't know who I am. You're still making that decision. And if I'm just being honest and open and authentic, like I am being now, and trust me, that's the easiest way to be, because otherwise you're just play acting in a way. But being open, honest, and authentic, it just takes a lot of energy out of the engagement, makes it easier to do. And by just doing that, I'm just being me. So then my reputation reflects who I am. Who you see me to be is who I am. Now, where I'm going with all of this, let's go back to that balance of doing versus planning. So what I discovered was I was just planning too much. So I came up with another rule, and that was the 3-to-1 rule. So every 3 thoughts I have, one of them would become an action, but I'd delete the other 2. So rather than them just sitting on the list, I just need to throw them out. So I'd look at 3 ideas and I'd pick one. Now, does that mean good ideas are going to get thrown out? Yes. In fact, I might throw out a better idea than one I'm adopting, but it means I keep my sanity. It means I don't have this huge and ever expanding list of things to do. And that's the stuff that wears you out. If you come up with a lot of good ideas, and I talk about in other videos how you might capture those ideas in one of the very recent videos where you might do your best thinking to come up with ideas. Because you do come up with a lot of good ideas, back yourself to continue to generate good ideas. So that means deleting a few good ideas now doesn't mean that you're going to run dry of ideas, and you will run out of material for whatever it is that you do. Back yourself, if you've thought of good ideas, to continue to think of good ideas, which means release them. Don't let them become part of an ever-increasing list that overburdens yourself. So, the message in this video, and as I say, it's all about continuous improvement, what we can do to improve our performance and make life easier for ourselves. Think about that balance between the planning, the thinking, all that prep stage, and the doing stage. And make some strategies, make some conscious decisions that makes the doing stage easier for you. Again, coming back to these videos, I have a fast setup. I do it all in one take. I don't do a lot of prep. I just know exactly what are the key points that I want to share. I have no idea how I'm going to share them. You're hearing these words for the first time. The other thing is, I can't stand listening to my own voice, and you probably feel the same way. When I post my videos, I don't watch them. I don't watch them. I keep a track on the comments to see if people ask questions that I can answer to help, but I don't watch them. And again, that makes life easier for me, and it helps me with that ratio of converting from planning to doing. Because I know if I watch my own videos and I edit them and the setup is huge and I write my own scripts, that's going to make the burden too huge for me to produce, in this example, videos. So think about your own strategies. If you think your balance of planning to doing isn't great, that's it. Like all of the videos I produce on this channel, they're like this, where I offer something, and if it resonates with you, adopt it. And if it doesn't, ignore it, and hopefully it hasn't cost too much time. Maybe it would help with someone else, and maybe you can be, I was going to say a hero, but yeah, maybe a hero for them by giving them the right advice at the right time as they need it. I know by changing my balance from the planning and the thinking to the doing, making that more sort of 50-50, a 1-to-1 ratio, it's made life a heck of a lot easier than me. Now, I've still got a little way to go. And as I discover more tools and techniques, I'm adding them to the book I'm writing about this now. All of my videos that I produce, each video is just one concept. And in my book, each chapter is one concept. So it's almost like a menu of concepts for you to choose from. Anyway, I'll talk more about my book at another stage. Almost finished. Gosh, they are tough to write. If you have any questions about this, put it in the comments below. Happy to answer them. If you think there's any value in this, adopt it. Otherwise, I'll catch up with you in the next one. You know what to do if you like this video, and that's a really great way to pay me back. If there's good information, by hitting a like, we're even. That's brilliant, and I really appreciate that. And of course, if you want to stay in the loop, hit subscribe. Okay, team, take care. And yeah, make life easy for yourselves. Catch you in the next one.